Hello Gemini, welcome to Told Does Love Tarot. I hope you like and subscribe. If you're returning, thanks for coming back. If this is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, if it doesn't resonate, check out the other signs in your chart. If you're a Gemini born June 17th through the 20th, you should check out my Gemini Cancer cusp readings. There could be something there for you. If you'd like to email me about the reading or ask about a personal reading, you can email me at toldaslovetarot@gmail.com. Thank you so much for all your comments, your likes. My little baby YouTube channel is growing. I'm at 200 subscribers and I can't even believe it. I'm feeling very blessed and happy, and I hope Gemini is feeling just as good out there. This is my first reading of the day, so this ought to be interesting. Doing Gemini of the air signs first and foremost, because Gemini gang, I gotta get right to the reading. So my pre-message for you Gemini would be that this is gonna seem so specific, but it could relate to a couple things. Like, it could relate to work, it could relate to this is very specific, but this just came to my head. You have a new client, a new foster child, a new foster child is what came to my mind, but I'm thinking it's like a situation you've been in before, but this is like a new time around in it, and you are going about things in a different manner, and in doing so you are slowly uncovering more things that need to get addressed. This is so specific. Imagine like Gemini, like you go out, or you inherit a car, or you go out and you buy a car, and you're like, I've done this before. I've gone to the car dealerships and dealt with car salesmen and bought a car before, so this shouldn't be so bad. So you go and you're doing something you've done before, you're familiar with it, but this time around you go about it in a different manner, and in doing so you uncover more things wrong or that need to be addressed in that car than if you had done it the old way you used to do it. And because you're going about it differently, and you are finding things out and getting to the root causes of issues before you take that car off the lot, it's like you're doing something completely, not half-assed. Not saying it would be half-assed to just drive the car off the lot, but you are like diving deep into something, but taking a different approach to it. Now, to go back to like why I went to like foster child, or if it was like working with children in some degree, you had success in the manner that you would foster the child or educate the child, but you are trying new approaches or different techniques while working or fostering the children, and in doing so you're actually uncovering more stuff within the child that needs to be addressed, and you're catching it at a time where like this is where we can't address it. This is so specific. I know it's so specific. Oh, how else can I think of this? Like, you evaluate your employees, and you normally evaluate them in this certain manner, and this year you use a different evaluation system, and in the process you actually uncover different things within the teachers that are strengths, but also new weaknesses that you can work on together and address to move forward and be better. But if you hadn't been using this new approach, you wouldn't have gotten to all those things that you now can address that you wouldn't have normally had gotten to before. It's the difference between like just taking an apartment and moving in, or doing a complete home inspection, seeing the things that are wrong, addressing them first, and then moving in so you don't have to address shit later. I hope that makes sense to someone. There's like probably a handful of people, because that was so specific, being like, yes girl, and then the rest of y'all are like, bitch, what are you talking about? I feel you. That was so specific. I hope I explained it in different ways than I could. It's like taking a different approach to something, and in doing so, uncovering stuff that you can now address in a different manner and do it even better than you did before. Beautiful. I care for you like you more than you know. Aww. This could be you for someone, or someone towards you, Gemini, being taken advantage of. Red flags and orange. I saw that card yesterday in Aries. Did you ever care for me? I know I lied. I'm denying it to you, though. So right off the bat, this smells like someone, and who is he? All right, Gemini, this could be like, this is gonna sound opposite, but that's what a Gemini is, and maybe that's what this is about, opposites in some degree. But this can, I'm seeing two storylines here: the parting of two people, or two people coming back together. Someone is very beautiful or appealing on the outside, but they have red flags that they hide them well. So well that they're not blatant red flags. They're just an orangey color. So you can't really see them clearly, but they're there if you went looking for them. But because this someone's so beautiful, or maybe even their spirit is so beautiful, people don't see these red flags, or they look past them. If it were two people coming back together, it's them both realizing that they actually did care about each other and like each other on a friendship or relationship level, whatever ship level. Ooh, that was weird. If these are two people splitting, it's like one person thinks the other never had any feelings for them and never gave a shit at all, while the other, it's like someone's like, did you ever really even care about me? And I've cared so much about you. Like, I love you. Like, I care for you more than you know. Did you even ever give a shit about me? Someone either was being taken advantage of and was being lied to and denying it, or someone was afraid they were being taken advantage of and there was lying involved here. Someone was lying or is lying and they're denying it, or they're avoiding having to reveal that they're a liar even. I think someone here is good at manipulation or manipulating others because they are able to take advantage of others. something smells like narcissistic here, where someone is being taken advantage of and the other person is like, did you ever even give a shit about me? Maybe someone said, like, I don't give a shit about you, like, I don't care about you, and it's a lie. And they're denying it, though. Confusing reading. Gemini. Alright. Communications at the bottom of the deck. Wow, this is already, like, these messages are pretty specific and pretty clear to me. So hopefully the CADs, as we say here in Massachusetts, the CADs will show the same. Sometimes I was listening to one of my readings yesterday, and I'm like, holy hell, my accent is so thick. And I am self-conscious of my Massachusetts accent. I had a guy one time tell me or he like joked imagining that I sounded like Ted. And that as like, I can dish it and I can take it pretty well, and that shit stuck with me, and I thought that was so freaking funny. So now someone out there is always going to imagine Ted while I'm talking. You're welcome. Here we go, Gemini. Hope you're having a good Aries season. Two of Cups reversed in my lap. King of Cups upright. That's water energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Someone with brown eyes. Three of Wands reversed was the first card that came out. Two of Cups. Someone could be 32. That 3 and that 2. Someone you knew when you were 32. Or when you were 23. I don't know. Something about that number right there just jumped out to me. Maybe it's been 3 to 2 months since you've seen them. 3 to 2 weeks. 3 to 2 years. Something, I'm feeling like a split, a separation between two people, and you are just, it was like the right time for this separation. I'm hearing Fleetwood Mac, You Can Go Your Own Way. It's like I'm sending you off with love, but I'm sending you off. Somewhat like two people here had like two different points of views on like the world, and like someone was very logical, rational, straightforward right here and now in the present, and the other person may have been spiritual, may have had these different beliefs and views on just the world, spirituality. They could have been into astrology and tarot. Just polar opposite type people. Not saying they are, but it's like imagining like a very liberal hippie and a yuppie businessman conservative, like very opposites. And there was a separation of living together. Someone is fuming about money that they felt like they spent here, that someone else just kind of took and walked away with. I'm seeing someone grinding their teeth at night, thinking about money, thinking about money. Like, that person who's thinking about that money feels like they got really duped by that female who's looking back and moving forward. this is someone who cut ties, like sayonara. Maybe that's why someone's like, did you ever care about me? Like, this is someone who has moved on or is moving on after this split. I'm taking my things and I'm going. There is still love here. This card is poking out at me. It's almost like there was an ending, a not pretty ending, but it's not like, it's that, neither one of you wanted this ending. Or maybe it's not really an ending, it's just an ending right now. Because there is love here with that King of Cups. The Hermit reversed, and these two flow in my hand. Wow, I saw the Chariot earlier. Chariot reversed, 5 of Wands and 3 of Swords. This is moving on. Someone who either has or is about to move on from fighting and heartbreak. Like, it's just not working and it's time to give it up and just move on. And like, didn't I say like packing up your bags and like I'm taking my things and leaving? Like, that's, someone has done that and left another person high and dry in the dust. I think that this is in, all right, so this is in reverse, this Hermit reverse, because I feel like someone is being viewed as like someone thinks they are a victim, or they're being viewed as the victim, or viewed as like the leech, or the person who did the heartbreaking. The person who's like getting in their car and leaving, it's Aries energy there with that, as well as Cancer. They're like thinking high and mighty of themselves, telling their friends the story of what went down when they finally packed their bags and left, and the fighting, then the heartbreak that had been going on, and they couldn't do it anymore. And I don't think that's true. Like the whole story here, and I don't think someone is actually feeling depressed, high and dry. I just think that's how they're being viewed and talked about. I see some lying going on here with that Seven of Swords. Like, she is out to get someone and get them in the back. Queen of Wands, 9 of Swords, Strength reverse, Knight of Pentacles. Gemini, you are sitting freaking strong and powerful, and either you're putting on a good show and you actually have a lot of anxiety and like sleepless nights thinking about this separation. But I don't think that's you. Queen of Wands is a fire sign. Doesn't have to be, but that's Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. I already said Aries here twice already, but I think someone is portraying themselves as dominant and fiery, and I'm in control of the situation, when in reality they've lost strength and are really anxious. They're feeling like they have no control in this situation, whatever situation this is. And they could be hiding it very, very well. I think that's the Chariot. That's why it's a fire sign. And I mentioned Aries too. The person who's like taken off and been like, ah, had this dramatic like ending and sped off and I'm grabbing my things and going, is acting all high and mighty, but behind them, like behind that high and mighty fiery energy, there is anxiety. There's loss of strength. There's loss of, they feel like they've lost their inner control. 10 of Wands reversed. The Devil, Capricorn energy, 8 of Cups. This wasn't working. It just wasn't working anymore. Like, I feel like someone is, people gave it their all, but it just became unhealthy. Where it used to be fun being around this person, it became like a fucking burden to be next to them. You felt chained to them and you felt like you had no way to get out of this, Gemini. But it wasn't working. I feel like I'm looking at like a house of cards falling down. Maybe someone liked watching House of Cards together, or maybe this relationship was like it was mainly a open relationship partnership, like Kevin Spacey and shit, I can't think of her name. Robin something, I think is her name, had in the show. 2 of Swords with the 2 of Cups reversed and the 7 of Swords again. I'm hearing like sneaky behind the scenes stuff that like either you didn't know about, Gemini, or if you were the one that did this, like you didn't know that this was going on. Yeah, you were being kept in the dark to business and things that were going on in the background. Someone already picking up their bags and moving out behind your back that you didn't even know about. Either you did this or it was done to you. And by moving out, I don't even mean just like physically moving this stuff. Someone could have been checked out of a relationship or situationship for a while and just wasn't, like you weren't aware how checked out they were. 22 minutes. Yeah. It's like someone already decided that they were gonna light a fire to the relationship. Like it was, because they had options, or options were built up into their head of like, you don't need this, you don't need Gemini, or Gemini, you were being led to believe that you don't need that person. And so you had already started making plans, or someone already started making plans to move forward to end something before they had even told the other person that they were going to be ending it. This could be a relationship, this could be a living situation, this could be a job. Like your close supervisor knows that you're going to be let go and is continuing to talk and act friendly, but it's like they know the game plan or what's going to be happening. Sketchy, Gemini. Sketchy, sketchy. 10 of Swords. The Sun reversed. It's Leo energy. Knight of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Pentacles. The Emperor. King of Pentacles reversed. The Hierophant reversed. Death. Yeah, this totally speaks of a split. Could be between two friends. It could be between roommates. It could be between like a business partner where you work really close and like one of you knew that they were going to be dipping out or splitting way longer before the other person knew. And someone had been celebrating for a while that this was going to be happening, and you didn't know that it was, or you didn't tell them that this was going to be happening. I'm feeling like a lot of Two-Face here. As Two of Wands comes out too. Two of Swords, Two of Cups, which 2 is the High Priestess. So maybe someone intuitively, even though it's not out here, it's like intuitively knew that this was coming. Yeah, that someone was going to be moving on. Someone has moved on to greener pastures. I feel like the truth is they love you and they miss you. But they're not saying that. They're just going on and off to greener pastures. Do what's best for you, boo. Let's get one more for Gemini, and then let's wrap this up. It's a pretty clear reading. Wow, 9 of Swords again. 9 of Pentacles. I'm taking it upright. I feel like someone, whoever you think, whoever is acting like it's a-okay and I don't need you, they're still looking back. They still think about you, Gemini, or you still think about them. Someone who's acting like, I got everything I need, actually doesn't have everything they need because they don't have Gemini. If it resonates, Gemini, please let me know. Again, if you're a Gemini, Cancer cusp, check out those readings. If this doesn't resonate, check out your other signs. And as always, you're the best in the world. Of all of them, you're the best, Gemini. I'll see you next time. Bye.